I just did a video a few days ago, not even 10 days ago, talking about Apollo being out of jail, prison, or whatever you want to call it, and just encouraging him to make sure he do right by his boys. And you know what? Let's just go back to some of the things that I said in that video. Most of you are aware that Apollo was charged with mail, wire, and bank fraud in 2014. And he's been locked up ever since, but he was released recently into a halfway house in Pennsylvania. He's going to be there until October of 2019. And there's a video of Apollo and his now fiancée Sharon, who's been holding him down for a few years. She was on Say Yes to the Dress Atlanta, and she's just been going through the whole cyber bullying. I've done videos on her and all of that, so definitely go to the Real Housewives of Atlanta playlist and check those videos. But he's out. I am really wishing Apollo well, and also for the sake of his children, that he does not feel the pressure that he have to do certain things to make ends meet. I'm hoping that second time around he's aware that, if there's a third, it's life and it's over. And if there's anything else, at least for his boys, that he will do the right thing. And I'm also hoping, and Sharon, she's a real estate agent and all of that, and she's doing her thing. She's hoping this time around with a different partner that is a better situation where he does not feel pressured that he have to live up to a certain lifestyle and he have to fit in and all of that, which in return will bring the pressure for you to go out there and get it. Work on yourself, but if anything, you have two young children who's gone years without you in their life. So if there's anything, work hard on yourself to be a father. Most of you are aware that Apollo was married to Phaedra Parks, and they are divorced now and all of that. Apollo, fiance, was on Say Yes to the Dress Atlanta and all of that, and they've been planning to get married for a long time. But before I continue, let's get into this intro. What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vinatainment News. Yes, I'm aware it's my news channel, and having images and videos of celebrities and what I'm doing will be better for the intro. But a lot of my supporters always ask me, Vina, what do you look like? And things like that. So I decided, since I do not have a personal channel, to include some cute, fun videos. And most of you are aware that I have the boutique. I always put the link to the boutique in the description below and also at the end of every video. So I'm basically showing you the movement of the product. You get to see the front of the dresses and the back of the dresses, what they look like when I walk, and all of that in the video. So I'm giving some of the dresses are very form-fitting, and that might not be a style, but maybe I'm gonna go ahead and get the African skirts. They're more my style. They're beautiful, they're conservative, all of that. Do your thing. So that's why I'm incorporating the front shots, and also you see the back as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. Apollo. Now listen, I don't know what rules he broke, okay? So because of that, I'm gonna take it a little easy on Apollo here, because I really don't know. But let's go ahead and read the reports and what he did and what happened, okay? Basically, Apollo is behind bars. He was sent back after violating the terms of his parole while serving time in the halfway house. Remember in that video I said that Apollo was going to be in the halfway house until October of this year? Okay. Well, basically, according to a rep from the United States Marshals, Apollo was basically rearrested, okay, and he was taken into custody in Philadelphia. Okay. They basically gave Apollo a list of rules, to follow while in a halfway house, and apparently he broke technical requirements. Now, Apollo's fiance did post this video. Now, this video could be old, and she probably just posted it, to make it look like, hey, his hands are on me, whatever the case might be, because she didn't have to do this. I mean, that's your fiance. You know what I'm saying? He's been away for a while. We saw you guys in videos together. So, and Apollo he didn't post. And his people who was running his account didn't post either about him, being released. Like, guys, I'm not there yet. I'm almost there. Thank you for your love and support. A long post. He didn't do any of that. So it looks like his social media privileges was probably revoked. Or he probably just decided, you know what, I'm not going to be on it at all. Because it's been a while since he's posted on social media. So whatever the case might be, I mean, it could be for something that petty, okay? It could be for something that petty. But if they tell you, don't do it, I don't care how petty it is, listen to them, don't do it. October will be around the corner and you can get out. Just do what they say and get out and do the right thing and be a free man. I don't understand it. I know it's not as easy, but then you already did the long part. You're almost done. That's the whole point. They keep you in a system forever, and you have to break that circle. Going back until it's life in prison. Goodness gracious. Of those rules, okay? Case might be, it doesn't matter how small it is. If it's on their list for you to do it, then you do it. So Apollo was taken into custody, okay, at the Philadelphia Federal Court. All right. And he was basically placed back in the system. And he's going to remain there until October 15, 2019. Okay. So all of this stuff you saw right here, the video of him and his fiance, Sharon, walking around and all of that, that ain't gonna be happening anymore. But I get it. I understand sometimes, people just go through things in life and upbringing and all of that. Then you go and you seek help. I know right now he's in the system. There's just certain things that he can't do. But at what age do you just get it together? Especially you are a father. You have 2 boys. At what age are you going to say, you know what? I have to stop blaming other people. Because people can say all they want that things look beautiful on TV. Okay? But allegedly, or maybe Phaedra pushed Apollo. No. If you are someone who's trying to change your life and do better, you will not allow anyone to jeopardize that. So allegedly, if Phaedra said, you're not taking my money, if you're not contributing to this household, you need to go, then you go. You go and you do things the right way, and then if it leads to you going to court and fighting for your boys, then you do that. But you don't say, oh, I have to save my marriage, I have to save my household, so I'm gonna go ahead and do illegal things again that will send you right back and take you away from your boys. So this time around, he was in a halfway house. He broke rules there. But my goodness, 9 days? 9 days. Sharon, poor Sharon, his fiance. You already know they are on her page. Apollo, back in prison, just released 9 days ago and just rearrested. What in the world? Exactly is what I said. This person wrote, your man had to get back to his man, huh? Y'all so mean. People say that all the time. If a man gets out of prison and he rushed back, that's because he had a relationship and he missed his people and wanted to go back. That man have a fiance out here. Forget about the fiance and anybody else. What about your kids? Just do the right thing so you can be there for your children. Now, I know, I always get it. Vina, we get it. We know you like Kenya more. You rock with Kenya more. But every single video that you do, you don't have to bring her up. Oh no. If the video I'm doing and my message I want to get across, using Kenya more as an example is perfect in that situation, I would use it every time. And if it's Portia or somebody else, I would use them. But right now, yeah, we're gonna use Kenya. Now, before I get into what I'm saying, let's go ahead and speak this person language, because Miss Phaedra Parks is a preacher kid and she claimed to be a God-fearing woman. So let's go to Proverbs 26, 27. We're going to read it in different versions, okay? This is the New International Version. Whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them. Okay? New Living Translation. If you set a trap for others, you will get caught in it yourself. If you roll a boulder down on others, it will crush you instead. King James Bible Version. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. My message here is, be careful what you speak on other people's life, because you are not God. Be careful how you treat people. I get it. It's a show. Fun shade. We all say stuff. We drag people. But sometimes it's just the lowest of the low. So the reason why I read that Bible verse was, yes, a sperm donor, they have no rights. They can't donate sperm and come back 5 years later and say, oh, that child looks like me. I want custody. But there are a lot of men out here who are just sperm donors, okay? When you are not physically there for your children based on decisions and choices that you made as a grown man, you made those choices. You are not raising them. You are not in their life. You are not there for them. You are considered a sperm donor because you're not being a father. Didn't Phaedra Parks wish that Kenya more and confess over her life that she wasn't worthy enough to be with an amazing man or even a husband, and that her only option was going to be a man putting his sperm in a cup, and that was going to be her only option to having children on this earth? Scrambled eggs, all of that. Apollo is a sperm donor. What she confessed on someone else's life is happening to her. This is not a laughing matter. This is not, oh my God, let's, put Phaedra down. No, this is just a moment that I'm saying to all of you lovely people that listen to me and all of that. Just be careful what you say to people. Be careful what you wish on people's life, especially when it gets down and dirty like that, because you never know what will come back to you. Apollo is a sperm donor. Yes, Apollo have rights, and when he gets out and can prove that, you know what, I'm doing the best that I can, of course, I'm sure he would get supervised visit and then things would change. But no judge is going to be happily running out here to put those children on an emotional roller coaster. Because that's a serious emotional roller coaster. Imagine, if Phaedra kept her word and did not take those kids to see their dad, then it's been years. Okay, I'm sure he called and he probably talked to them, but it's been years. Imagine your dad is out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Let's go see him. And then your dad is right back. That's not the type of emotional roller coaster no child should be going through. And then those kids are growing up. And these kids are fast these days. So I am sure some of their friends be all over social media. Imagine they hear the parents talking about, Apollo's back in jail. And it's like, your dad is back in jail. Like, that's not cool, man. So I'm wishing Apollo the best. But I only threw Phaedra Parks in there just to say, be careful what you say about people, what you wish on people. That's why, look, man, I do these videos. I make my point of view. I might laugh at something, or like I like using the word fun shade because I'm never malicious. But at the end of the day, I never ever go just outright down and dirty. I want to destroy this person. It's never that deep because it can always come back. So, wow. With all of that being said and all of the differences, I don't live in Phaedra Park's home. I can only go by what she's posting on social media, and based on what she's posting on social media, she's doing an amazing job with those boys. They always look well put together and all of that. So with all of the differences and me not being here for Phaedra Parks, I will say kudos to her for being a great mother based on what I've seen on social media. And that's one thing about me, I will always give credit. So for the dad to be going through all of this mess, and yes, Phaedra have the support system and all of that, but she's been holding it down all of these years, while Apollo is whatever. Okay? So shout out to Phaedra Parks, for continuing to raise those boys and making sure that, they are occupied and, doing the right things and all of that. So wanted to throw that positivity in there real quick. Of course, Apollo is still their dad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm wishing Apollo the best. But it's like, dude, get it together so you can stop being a sperm donor and be a father, like a present father, okay? But of course, that will always be their dad. That can never be taken away from him. You got, right? But we live in a day and age where you always have to come back and clarify things because, people will just misinterpret things and take it and run with it. No matter what happens, those are his sons, and he will always be their father. So you got my drift, though. And then here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.